Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody. These readings are good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you find them in your chart. They're good for whenever, wherever you find them. Energy is fluid. It's always moving. There is no real such thing as time, just like there's no up in space. So take what you need and leave the rest. And check out your other signs because there might be messages in there for you. Hi everybody. This reading is for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever you find it in your chart, 10th house. Ancestors, spirits, guides, what would you like for the Cappies to know? This upcoming reading, wow, Gibo, partnership, the gift. The gift of partnership, right? Because it's a two-way street. See how they're crossing? It's like when you engage in partnership, it's an obligation, right? It's an obligation. I am obligated to you. You are obligated to me. Together we share these obligations and we hold each other up, and that is a gift, right? So if you're feeling over obligated, then it isn't a balanced partnership. Do you see what I'm saying? And so how are those affecting you? And it's also about the gift. So if it's not a form of a human coming into your life or a partnership that is in your life right now, it could have to do with gift giving, with something coming to you. That kind of, and it's like that's the trick about gift giving too, because it obligates you. You know, I'm giving this to you, and then you feel obligated to return something to someone, or I did this for you, so now you do this for me, or they did that for me, so I feel like I need it. You know what I mean? It's that feeling of it's a two-way street, but when you accept a gift from something or someone, then you're obligating yourself to them in a way. I don't know, not always, and that's why they say no strings attached, and there's like always some kind of strings attached, right? Ancestors, spirits. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, look at all these strings that made my sweater, right? Oh, ancestors, spirits, guides. Yeah, there's two. Okay, we got the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon. This could be a work partnership. This could be, I'm here, like, you know, for a few of you, but not all, take it how it resonates. This could be like, what are they doing when they're at work all day? Right? What are they doing? Like there's like some mystery about what someone is doing when they're working. That's for some. There's also this idea of like not knowing what the work will produce. I'm seeing 222, you know, doing all of the work, doing all of the labor, but not knowing how it's going to pan out. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of confusion still happening here in this space. And it's just like this cat carrying eggs over the roof here. You know what I mean? Just so you can see. But it's the Moon card, and where I'm doing this, probably the full moon in Aries is probably still out to the east over here, up. So the timing on this, bring the timing on this. Ancestors, tell us more about this for Capricorns. And then we get the Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer shores, changing your mind, changing your focus, looking at something differently to get away from tumultuousness, right? And it's the mental calms the emotional here, and then gets you to a place of solidity, right? So there's the Six of Swords. You're moving out of a space of confusion because you're working diligently. Here you are, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race, Cappies. You're going to get to the top of that tree. You're going to get your coconuts. It's going to be fine, you know, but it's just about being strategic. And I mean, you can't like run up there. You have to have some know-how. You have to have some practice. You have to take your time. You have to be careful with it to make sure that everything works out the way you want it to, and that you wind up in the position that you are hoping to by the end. And so that's what the Knight of Pentacles does. He's very well planned out, right? And then you have Six of Cups in the reverse and Page of Wands in the reverse. You might not be sharing this with the people around you. You might not be talking to or making any kinds of announcements, especially to people from your past. Okay, kind of maybe because there is so much like what is going on and kind of confusion and not knowing, there might be some like Page of Wands is in the reverse. It's like not feeling enthusiastic about something. It's not sharing the news, right? Six of Cups is about nostalgia. It could be about children. It could be about memories, right? Past life stuff. It's like not bringing any of that into the situation. And not talking to those people about those kinds of like not making an announcement quite yet as to which way you're going. Now you have the other Knight, another knight, but this one moves quickly, right? Knight of Wands. It's interesting because this guy's like slow and steady climbing up this tree, and this one is quickly slaloming down the hill. You know, it's like very different energy when you get to where you're going. Yeah, you're gonna start to move quickly. It's like once you set yourself into that space, like getting to the top of the hill on the lift, right? And now you could just glide down those hills. Oh, I used to know the word for those little bump ones. Not a skier. But I did live in Colorado for a good amount of time, so I mean those words were used often around me. Ancestors, spirits, guides, there's something about that too. Wow. Whatever in there is for you. What is this about? What can Cappies do in this situation? What should they know? How should they activate? Eight of Vessels. Start moving towards your wishes, hopes, and dreams. Start moving toward your heartfelt desire. Again, you've got that Gibo, that partnership coming through here. You know, this is about not staying in the space where you were, because as much as you love it and the things that are there, there's something more that you want, right? And it's maybe in the form of this partnership, this gift. So you got to go for it. You got to go toward it. You got to get to it. Eight of Cups, right? Three of Vessels. It's like you're walking towards it and it's coming to you at the same time. Look at that. Like you're walking out towards it so that you can sit here and wait for your ships to come in, and they're on their way to you. Maybe you guys are meeting in the middle somewhere. Any more information for Cappies on this? Look, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. This is about strategy. Right? That could be you too. Queen of Pentacles. It's earth sign, feminine energy, steadfast, reliable, usually pretty honest, good with their coin. You know, you don't want to get a bad reputation for being dishonest. She wouldn't be the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, right? There could be someone or something that you're moving away from that has a dishonest edge that isn't necessarily, there's the moon, right? Something's going on that you can't be seen. So you're moving strategically through it. And what they do is they go to the camp and they steal the swords. And by doing that, they effectively disarm the other army and win the war with like little no bloodshed, right? That's the strategy. This is about being strategic. It's about knowing which steps you're going to take and which direction you want to go, right? Here. In these partnerships, so that you can maintain, I'm hearing your opulence and grace. You know, it's sitting pretty, like what you've built for yourself already. You can maintain that and your reputation. I feel like this is like because of the association with another, how they see you or feel about you and how you see and feel about them is a big deal. In this situation, look, Queen of Coins is coming out again, and Five of Vessels. Yeah, Eight of Vessels, Seven of Swords. If it ain't for you, like you're letting go of it, right? So we're gonna look at this card a little bit. There's some of these have things in them. This one has a boat, like a bottle with a boat in it, and this one has a message, right? But the rest of them are empty. They're far off. They're clear. Like maybe you can see a dream, but it's not really in there. Maybe you could, it's these things like spilled milk, these things that weren't really accessible to you, available to you. Maybe you're lamenting them and mourning them, but what you're doing is you're taking the lessons and you're moving forward. You're definitely, there's like a lot of movement here. Maybe toward a partnership, maybe away from a partnership. There's definitely, it depends on who you are and how this is resonating with you. But there's definitely this idea of like, what are you obligated to? Who are you obligated to? Who's obligated to you? Is that good for you? All right. Ganesha, ancestor, spirit guide, what would you like to tell the Capricorns who are watching now and in the future about this situation? Prosperity. Yeah, going after your coin. Cardinal Earth, bet your butt. Prosperity is waiting for you, is on its way to you, and you are going to strategically protect it against anyone or anything. It's like, what are they doing? What are they working on? What is happening behind the curtain, right? Achievement, all the things that you've worked for to get you to the place where you are now. So let's say you want one more, Ganesha. You want to tell us more? Enlightenment and sustenance. becoming really aware of what, what sustains you and what is required of you, or what you might think is required of others from the gifts that you give them. Right. Sustenance, the way that you help uphold people. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Enlightenment, like a light bulb turning on. Ancestors, spirits, guides. This is the notes of abundance from the universe. Ancestors, spirits. What would you like to tell the Capricorns? You got that prosperity out. What would you like to tell them? Oh, how beautiful is that card? It says reality. Damn. Reality is not that you are weak and dreaming of becoming strong, poor and dreaming of becoming rich, alone and dream of having friends, but that you are already strong, rich, and among friends. Yet at times, you dream you're not. Silly, the universe. Know that you are abundant, that you are never alone. Right? That your dreams are accessible, and be aware of that mind space and what you're telling yourself and what you're dreaming about, daydreaming about, fantasizing about, right? Like, keep it in the positive. Keep it in the positive and keep it focused on the wishes that you hope to bring in, right? Because that's going to keep you centered, and know that you are amongst friends. Man, that Five of Vessels, like this, like mournful energy, like sadness energy, longing energy, but don't focus on the spilled milk too long. Okay, you got places to go and things to do, and people who love you and are looking forward to you sharing this enlightenment with them. Look how beautiful those cards are. Don't you love those colors? I hope that was helpful. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit like and subscribe, because it really does help the channel, and I really do appreciate it. And thank you for coming back and visiting us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.